So page 73 in your student journals, 3.2. Pure joy, I know. Yes? Yes. That it? All right, so today we're dealing with parallel lines and transversals. So that is going to be our name up here, parallel lines and transversals. Now tell your neighbor from yesterday's discussion what a transversal is. Okay, transversal. So if I'm using the picture down here on page 73, right, man? This is my transversal. It's a line that intersects two other lines. And if those two other lines that are transversal intersects, if those lines are parallel, like P and Q are here, then the angles formed by the intersection of that transversal with those two parallel lines have special properties. So they have special powers. Like Super Jeremiah back there with his special powers. See? I know. That's what I'm thinking. Okay? So, a couple things. Corresponding angles. So remember the corresponding angles we talked about yesterday? Well, with parallel lines, if you have a transversal intersecting parallel lines, then you have corresponding angles that are congruent. So, for instance, 2 and 6 would be congruent. 3 and 7 would be congruent. That's what we're stating here. Okay? Sam, hydrating. Well done, Sam. Good. Math can be intense. Okay? Alternate interior angles. If we have alternate interior angles formed by the intersection of a transversal and parallel lines, we know alternate, meaning they're on alternating sides of the transversal, and interior, meaning they're inside the parallel lines, alternate interior angles are congruent. So 4 and 5. 6 and 3 are alternate interior. Try to zoom that in a bit, focus it up. That didn't help on the outside. Let's try that again. Still not amazingly helpful. We will move this. We'll focus on nothing. And then use our amazing power, and voila. Isn't that amazing? You focus on nothing, so it'll focus on this. Kind of weird. I don't know why. I don't know. All right. Theorem 3.3, alternate exterior angles. So now you're alternating sides of the transversal. However, you are on the outside. So you have 7 and 2. It almost looks like we blacked those out. 7 and 2. And 8 and 1. We'll circle them that time so they don't black out. Okay, 7 and 2, 8 and 1. Alternate exterior angles are congruent. All right, now, unfortunately, well, maybe fortunately for us, if you turn the page, we have one more we talk about. And they actually give us a new diagram because they assume that we're going to mess up that other one. I don't know why they'd assume such a thing. But there's our new diagram. We're on a separate page here. And we have our transversal again. And we have our amazing parallel lines again. And now we talk about consecutive interior angles. Another name for consecutive interior angles are? Good job. Some of you remember from yesterday. They are called same side interior angles. Same side interior angles is another name. And same side interior angles are congruent. Right? No. Come on, dude. Don't let me convince you of that. Same side interior angles are not. Okay. So what are they?
Supplementary.
Oh, you guys got to read, dude. Some of you are like waiting for someone else to read for you. Come on. Yes, they're supplementary. And tell your neighbor what supplementary means.
Two angles equal 180 degrees.
Very good. I wish someone would have said that up here. Okay? You said it 5 times? Maddie said it like twice. Okay. All right. Jeez. Okay, so 3 and 5, same side of the transversal and supplementary to each other. Same side of the transversal inside the parallel lines. Those are supplementary. So 3 and 5 and 4 and 6. Okay, same side, interior, consecutive interior. All right, any questions? Some good theorems there, man. Hopefully you've highlighted, discussed, or wrote a little about them in your journals. I want you to go ahead and complete extra practice, page 74. So the bottom there, and then page 75. You can work together with your groupies. Okay? Take a couple minutes to do your best on those.
Oh, this is gonna be like postulates, isn't it? I hate those.
Jeez. Couple of these here. Number 1. All right, everyone take a look at 1, please. On number 1, find measure of angle 1 and angle 2. Which theorems you use to justify your case? So what is 1? Okay, may be important for everyone to recognize that these are parallel based on these markings, right? That's what those extra arrows mean, remember. Okay? So since we know that with parallel line, alternate interior angles are congruent, then angle 1 is 110 degrees. Okay, we also know that, so we can use angle 1 equals 110 degrees based upon, what would we say? Nope. Good, and we can abbreviate alt interior angles. Okay, measure of angle 2 is 110. How come? Okay, you go 2 different ways. You could say, what is this? You could say corresponding angles. Or you could say, what? Vertical with measure of angle 1. Now the reason we'd have to say with measure of angle 1 is because that means we have to know angle 1 first. So if you ever do that, if you ever say, hey, angle 2 is 110 because of vertical angles, you better have said angle 1 is 110 first. Right? You can't actually state that angle 2 is 110 before you say angle 1 is 110 if you're using vertical angles. You should say the other way first. Okay? All right. Moving on, number 2. Tell your neighbor what you got for 1 and 2. You love proofs. I can tell. Okay, angle 1. What is angle 1? 63. Who's got 63? Dude, you guys using the theorems. Some of you are like, yeah, I think I got 63. Okay, 63. Why is it 63? Hunter. Corresponding angles theorem. Okay. 1 is congruent to 63. And then measure of angle 2. Sophie, what'd you get? Or excuse me. Shelby, what'd you get? I don't know why I said Sophie. Shelby.
I got 117.
Okay, how'd you get 117?
Because angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees. And then 180 degrees minus 63 is 117.
Excellent. Yeah. So those are supplementary angles, right? That's a very good job. So excellent explanation there by Shelby. So angle 1 plus, no, it's Shelby. Don't try to confuse me. Angle 1 plus 2 is 180. Okay? And that means since angle 1 is 63, that means angle 2 would have to equal 170. Or, excuse me, 117. Now, you don't have to write all that down. You could just say supplementary with angle 1. That would be fine. Okay? So if you wanted to, your reason could just be supplementary with angle 1. Supplementary angles. Good job. Okay, angle 3, or number 3, excuse me. Angle 1 on number 3. Measure of angle 1. All right. Yes, Alex? 95 degrees. How come? How many agree with Alex? Those are vertical. Okay, 3 people, Alex. You got 3 voters. I'll vote for you, though. And that's correct. It's vertical angles. Okay. I think some people are just afraid to raise their hand. That's okay. How about angle 2? Yes, Maddie? 95. KJ, is that what you got? What'd you put? What reason, KJ? Corresponding angles. Maddie, is that what you put? Okay. How about you, Maddie? Okay. Corresponding angles. Well done. Corresponding. Okay, any questions? This was good, man. Good job. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next page if you haven't done so already. Number 4. And then through 8 there. So, give you a minute. Those of you done, go ahead and come on up. Put your answers up. Make sure that you show your work, please. All right? So you and your partner. Kind of clear it up here for you. Okay? Get those answers up there. Show your work.
I know. And then
minus 52. What's 180 minus 52? 52? Yeah.
Okay, well, looks like we got most of them. Some more afraid of the first and the last one. Okay, first one. I know it's scary. What do we get for the first one? What's angle 1? Vertical? Okay, so what's that mean? 101 by vertical angles. Very good. Okay, and how about measure of angle 2? 101? Excuse me. Man, I'm allergic to 101. Okay, by? The corresponding angle. All right, could you use another one? You could use alternate interior also. With angle 1. Measure of angle 1 there. All right, let's check number 5. 98. Good. So we say x plus 12 equals 110. Why are those equal? Yeah. Go ahead, Muti. No. Good. Based on alternate exterior, those are congruent. Therefore, this x plus 12 equals the 110. Solve x equals 98. Based on alternate interior, these are congruent. Therefore, we set that up. We get x equals 10. 10x minus 55 equals 45. And then this guy right here, 4x is equal to Nothing in there other than that. I guess it's equal to that because they're parallel. But 6 is equal to 56. How can 6 be equal to 52? Excuse me. Oh, it's angle 6. Yes, this is called angle 6. So for those of you who got confused with that, that's angle 6. So angle 6 is 52. Therefore, angle 6 is 52 degrees based on, what are those called? Corresponding angles. And 4x plus 52 is 52. 4x and 52 have to add up to 180. So in that case, x is 4? No, that's not quite right. So 4x plus 52. So 4x equals, subtract 52, we get 32. So x is, that's not 32. Oh, x equals 32. So we subtract 52 from both sides, what's that? 128? It's better. And then we divide by 4 and we get x equals 32. Okay? Very good. And the last one here, 2x minus 3 equals 2. This is angle 2, remember. Okay, and 2x minus 3, we could say that these two add up to 180. So measure of angle 2 plus 153 equals 180 degrees. So those are same side interior. Subtract the 180, measure of angle 2 then, or subtract the 153, measure of angle 2 is 27. Okay? If this is 27, that means 2x minus 3 is 27. Those are vertical. So 2x equals 30, x is 15. All right. Okay, any questions there? How did I get 27? Because these two have to add up to 180. The same side interior. Yeah.
For the last one, could you also plug in 2x minus 3 plus 153 to the 180 and then so on?
You could, yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good job today. Let me get your assignment out.